Seeing it online and stuff like that. We're about ready to unveil it. Big round of applause. So we're looking at this more of a Porsche with this. Is a lot of really great stuff going on with this car. We're looking at more of a supercar, hypercar. The performance on it is really what Porsche is pushing about this car. With the interior and some of the tech that you can do on this has come really, really long way with Porsche. We got everything from Apple Music. We got that free for 3 years. It's the first and only car out right now that has Apple Music. We got 50 million songs with that. So if you got Apple, if you got Apple ID, you hook that right up to the car and you can access everything that you want from there. Also, the way the system will probably open it up so you guys can look around on it and stuff like that. We've got the amount of screens. We've got a 16.8-inch screen right up front in the instrument cluster. That's it's one of the very easy to play around on it and set it up how you want. There's going to be, you can pull up navigation on it. There's going to be another 12-inch screen right next to you, and then there's availability of another 12-inch screen on the passenger side that you're going to be able to get as well. It sits on a 800 volt architecture, which is also a big first for automotive industry. Most EVs, actually all EVs out there, sit at least on a 400 volt architecture. So when we're looking at the future, when EVs start to progress more and more, Porsche has taken a big step in going that far. And what that really means is that you can charge this vehicle. We're putting up charging stations all over America with Electrify America. They paired with the Volkswagen Group. With that, if you purchase one of these, when you purchase one of these, Porsche will give you a card that for the first 3 years of ownership, you get free charging at any of those stations throughout America. It's a 30-minute charge. This car from 0 to 85% will only take about 22 and a half minutes to charge on that architecture. It also will accept any other EV cars that are out there. So we're not going to be just exclusive to only Porsche can charge on these cars. We are going to have more EVs coming out, more hybrids coming out. So again, we're really thinking about the future, and this coming out being one of the first ones that came out, they wanted to come out shooting from the gun. So the performance that they did on this is, I've driven it myself. A lot of these, some of the others here have driven it as well. Hopefully you all will get the chance to come out, test drive it, play around with it. The heritage behind it, the way it handles is really what I'm taking away. You see a lot of EVs out there today, and everything is always 0 to 60 was the fastest it can go in a straight line. But this is Porsche. What's our heritage? It's all about handling. So they actually incorporated quite a bit of the stuff that you see coming out of the new 911 with what they call a 4D chassis control. You get all of the components of the suspension and handling all speak to each other. And it's quite brilliant the way that control is. It makes it much more effortless to drive. So you've got a vehicle that handles like a 911, feels like a 911, but you also get the massive fit and finish and the touch of luxury that Porsche gives anyways. All of the safety stuff, you can get everything from the full camera systems, adaptive cruise control. There's something that they call InnoDrive that's with it that takes the adaptive cruise control to the next level, where I can plot out an entire trip, and it will actually adjust the way the car drives according to the trip. So if I'm going up and down mountains and stuff like that, it will actually adjust how the car will actually shift its gears, and before you even get to those kind of things, to help with things like the range and help with the performance of it, so you're not having to punch a little harder to get up certain hills or get down certain hills. I know we don't deal with that a lot around here, but we do take trips, so we know what it's like. There isn't a whole heck of a lot more I'm really going to get into besides just, we'll open it up so y'all can kind of get around, look around on it. The main touches I wanted to hit with the technology and the stuff that we're doing. How far, depending on which one you're looking at. So if we look at the Turbo S, obviously this one is the more hyper car, so you're gonna get roughly about 200 miles. There is real world driving and people driving, there's videos all over the place. The 4S, you can see roughly about 250 or so. I don't really touch a whole heck of a lot on the whole thing with the range, because I know there's tons of stuff going on out there between all the other EVs, but the thing I will touch on when it does come to that is a car like this, we're not really going to purchase this car for the purpose of going 400 miles. You know, we're gonna look at this as, you know, we're gonna plug in every night, but we're a supercar. You know, like this is built strictly for performance. So I love that they went the route of making sure that was important, as opposed to they could have gone the route of going, we're gonna, you know, do whatever we can to get 400 miles out of here, but would it still have that kind of performance? So I love that they kept that in their heritage, because it is about how the car handles and stuff. So, questions? Anyone? I had one. Nobody else? All right, let's open it all up, dig around a little bit. Thank you guys again for coming out. Food was good.